Okay, I was trying to do a Facebook Live, but I don't have enough connection out here. So I'll start over and then I'll just post this. Dahlias, bell peppers, lots of snow peas or sweet peas. I'm not really sure. Well, sweet peas are a flower. I think they're the snow peas. And I like to eat them when they're small. But if I don't pick them in time, which I need to harvest after this video, the fatter ones I open up and just eat the peas because the husk gets kind of too chewy. This is a volunteer cucumber. Unfortunately, it's pickling cucumbers. So last year I planted cucumbers in a different spot, and then I was bummed that they were all pickling, so I gave them to my neighbor to pickle because I don't like pickles, and these are prickly and tart. So lots of peas. This is lamb's ear that makes a nice tea. This is a currant berry. It's done. Most of the berries are done for the year. Some kind of lily. I can't remember if it's a calla lily. Rhubarb. I've been making lots of rhubarb things, mostly rhubarb crunch, rhubarb cake. This is a pretty flower that attracts a lot of bees to help pollinate things. I don't really know what it is. This is a lavender that I need to trim back because it's done for the year. This is a volunteer asparagus, I'm hoping. I'm sure that's what it is, but I didn't plant it there. Golly, I forget which. I think my little tag is, what does it say? H, what was, maybe honeydew? I think it's a honeydew. Unfortunately, the Sharpie didn't hold up very well. But when it produces, I will know. I think I'll keep that one off now. I put those little things over to keep the slugs and the bunnies off them when they're really little. All my tomato plants are volunteer. This year means they just kind of come up from previous. So I don't even plant tomatoes anymore because then I get too many. The raspberries are very prolific. And are going to be really radically trimmed down at the end of the season. I'm not sure, I can't remember last year, and Hillary didn't remember if these are ever bearing, which means they have 2 seasons or 2 production seasons, like one in June and one in September. So if they don't start getting flowers by the end of the month, I'm going to trim them back because I think they might just be single producing. These are the actual cucumbers. And then, what are those in the back? Artichokes, not regular artichokes, Jerusalem artichokes. We planted those more as a ground cover, and the alpacas, when we had the alpacas, they loved eating them. The horses like them too. The part you can eat is actually like a potato underneath. They're okay. I've eaten them, but they're not wonderful. But it's a good little supplement to pull out and give to the horses. This is going to be a new bed. It's a new bed that I've got to refill still. And it's going to be broccoli for the fall. But I was just trimming my tomatoes, and I'm doing an experiment to see if one of the suckers will root. Not that I really need any more tomatoes, but it's just a trial. So that is one I just trimmed off this morning. This is the very, very prolific zucchini. Trimmed it back, and there's quite a few fruit in there. Need to pull them. And also got a lot of honeydew in here. I saw one the other day. Where is it? The thing with melons and squash, they just appear. I think there's one. Sometimes when I plant them so close, or volunteers come up, they cross-pollinate and get some kind of weird things. again, the sunflowers are volunteers. Again, I didn't plant them here. And this one got really heavy and the stem fell over, so now they're just kind of laying on the ground. Another volunteer tomato, which probably will get crowded out there, but my gardening technique is winner takes all, you know? They just fight. More raspberries. This is a sea berry plant, which has never produced, so I don't know if it's going to stay. We'll see. And this is one of my favorites. They're coming to harvest. No, they're still little, but these are the golden raspberries. Oh, they're amazing. So they'll be ripening up real soon. Raspberries, like all berries, will send out shoots. So I'm thinking this is a regular raspberry because it kind of has the red in the leaves, whereas the golden, they're all green. But I do want to propagate more of the golden after season and take all those shoots and start a new row of those, which might go in here if I pull this bed out. These are some peppers. This is a loganberry, needs to be trimmed back. These are watermelon. I think I saw some babies. I can't remember. Oh yeah, well, that's just the female flower. I need to maybe do a little introduction. So there's male flowers and female flowers. The female flowers have the little bud. The males do not. So when that one opens, we arrange a little date, and this male can meet this female. They get married and they make babies. These are different currant berries. These are tomatoes that were coming up randomly that I put in pots. Most of them look like they're going to be cherry tomatoes. Hopefully I get some nice beef steak, but anyway, I like cherry tomatoes too. This is a blueberry that's done producing. There's another blueberry in back that's pretty much done. More currants. I made some currant juice last night. So currant is kind of like a grape and a berry. These are a variety of pumpkins. So we'll see, some of them are white princess and all sorts of fancy ones, but when they're this close, they can cross-pollinate. So I do see some growing. There's one. I saw a white one. Oh yeah, that one. And then I planted the lavender. Actually, is that a lavender? I can't remember what that one's. That's not a lavender. But anyway, it's a good bee attractant. There's my white one. There it is. The white pumpkin. Pine berries and strawberries. They keep sending out lots of shoots. So if anybody is a strawberry or pine berry expert, give me some advice of why I'm not getting fruit. Because I get these little dry, they're getting watered. They definitely send out a lot of shoots. But I probably had like 3 berries. Unless I'm getting slugs or something that's coming and eating them. See, there's some that never developed. Anyway, this is the garden. There's Dottie out there. Paris somewhere. She's probably behind the barn. I don't know. So, take a little walk down for the trees. Move my sprinkler. Get Bluey, let him run around a little bit. So I have 2 fig trees. They've been here See, I've been here almost 5 years, and we planted them the first year, and every year the bunnies would chew them back. I'd keep them covered, but this year they've definitely gotten stronger, so hopefully they'll do well through the winter and then keep producing. This is a cherry tree I put in this year, and I need to do more research. Something is eating the leaves, so that is not good. This is what's going to keep me warm over the winter. Our plum tree has been good. There's quite a few. That one still needs a little bit more time. Hillary and Luke were over the other day, and I just had her pull off the rest of them because it was quite loaded, but they were all ripening at the same time. And these are both different cherry trees that we got a few cherries. This is the huge, sort of like a plum tree. I mean, it's like these little, they look like cherries but taste like plums. But most of the fruit's always way up high, so it ends up being for the birds or falling to the ground. Okay, let's get Mr. Bluey, let him run around. And then it's time to move the sprinklers and then get ready for work. There's some more dahlias. One of them's doing really well, and I think the slugs are getting the other one, so hopefully I'll get more blooms. It's Mr. Mosey, resident mouser and baby rabbit catcher. Okay, Bluey. There's Bluey. I didn't tell you yet. Good boy. Free. He's supposed to wait for his enough hands here. Okay, let's go run around. Bluey. Leave it. Good boy. Come on. Be still long enough people can see you. Crazy. Okay, let's go. Here's my other row of sunflowers. I actually in the seeds bought some that are supposed to be pink, but they lied. So I don't have any pink sunflowers, but they're still pretty. Okay, let's go, Blue. Bluey, Bluey. Good boy. The little beep, if you're hearing it, he's got an e-collar on, and so I paired that sound to treats, and so there's Paris out there now. So now he knows when he hears that beep, it's time to come to me. Sometimes when the dryer beeps, he comes to the dryer. Okay. Hope everybody has a good day.